Now the news in full. The presidency has debunked a viral list circulating online that falsely claims that human rights activist Aisha Yusufu and 35 others were recently awarded national honors by President Bola Tinubu. The controversial list, which surfaced on social media, stirred heated debate, especially among supporters of the Tinubu administration, following the inclusion of Yusufu, a well-known critic of the government. While the viral document lists 102 names, President Tinubu has announced only 66 awardees during his Democracy Day address at the joint sitting of the National Assembly in Abuja. Nigeria has called for the inclusion of youths in climate action while addressing the employment climate environment challenge. Speaking on energy transition during a panel discussion on Global Coalition for Social Justice at the just concluded International Labour Conference in Geneva, Switzerland, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Mohammed Denyadi, observed that with over 41 million people engaged in the informal biomass sector, even as youth unemployment remains a significant challenge, the employment climate environment nexus is particularly critical. Over now to the Minister of Youth and Sports, Ayodele Olawande, has called on Nigerian youths to shun an act that will bring the country down. Speaking during the Nigerian Youth Walk for Democracy and Renewed Hope in Abuja, the minister says his core agenda is to engage Nigerian youths positively for a better participation in elections. Ramsey Enoch Agbo tells us more.
The Minister of Youth and Sport, Ayodele Olawande, during the Work for Democracy and Renewed Hope for Nigerians by Nigerian youths, says President Bola Tinubu is putting up reforms that will benefit Nigerian youths now and in future.
President Bola Tinubu is doing a reform that is going to affect the life of the youth positively, not because of today, but the reforms that is going to affect our futures and those that are unborn and the young people, the teenagers and everybody. And that is why we are saying that, see, we cannot just be bringing our country down, because a lot of people said youth and Gen Z. We are Gen Z, we are millennium, we are alpha millennium, alpha Gen Z, whatever you call us.
President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Solomon Adodo, commends the economic and physical reforms under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration.
From the frontline activism to the seat of government, we salute the audacity of courage of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the principal architects of the struggle, who dared to transform our scars into the renewed hope agenda.
The special advisor to the governor of Imo State on youth affairs, Eric Wakwe, says there is an ongoing unveiling of strategies to drive home the projects of the president to the grassroots.
Let Nigerians know that in some couple of weeks now, we'll be unveiling the Renewed Hope Youth Ambassador. Yes. Renewed Hope Youth Ambassador is a structure that is that will cover the entire youth constituency, drive the project of Mr. President down to the grassroots, and empower young people.
Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global TV News. The Minister of
The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has commended Saudi Arabia's authorities and the Lil Al Malin Transportation Company for their wavering support and hospitality extended to Nigerian pilgrims during the 2025 Hajj operations. The chairman, CEO of NATCON, Professor Abdullahi Usman, gave the commendation in a statement issued by the Principal Information Officer, NATCON, Malam Shafiu Muhammad in Mecca. Usman spoke during the dinner hosted in honor of NATCON by the Lil Al Malin in Mecca to mark the successful conclusion of the Hajj rites. Governor Alex Oti of Abia State says his administration is committed to strengthening and enhancing the National Youth Service Corps scheme to nurture its objectives in the young graduate members posted to the state. Oti, who was represented by his deputy, Ikechukwu Emetu, handed down this assurance at the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Umana in Midday local government area of the state during the swearing-in of the 2025 Batch A Stream 2 Corps members deployed in the state. The governor added that his administration is committed to creating an enabling environment that fosters innovation, entrepreneurship, and social mobility. The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency has reaffirmed its preparedness to respond effectively to any flood-related emergency in the state. The Permanent Secretary of LASEMA, Dr. Olufemi Oke Osonyitolu, made this known during the flag-off of the 2025 Flood-Free Lagos campaign. It was reported that the campaign included strategic visits to Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency and the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs. He stated that the campaign was to respond to early warnings from the federal government, indicating that Lagos was among states at high risk of flooding during the rainy season. In the meantime, the Kebbi State government has commenced the evacuation and clearance of drainage systems across sensitive areas of the state. The Commissioner for Urban Development, Hayatu Bawa, made this known in a statement issued to journalists in Birnin Kebbi. He explained that the exercise is part of ongoing efforts to prepare the state ahead of the rainy season. According to the Commissioner, the clearance is aimed at removing waste and other blockage from waterways to ensure the free flow of rainwater, thereby preventing the overflow that often leads to flooding in residential areas. In Anambra State Police Command has nabbed 2 suspects of alleged theft of 2 related minors at Okmono Oba, Idemil South local government area of the state. The State Public Affairs Relations Officer SP Tochukwu Ikanga made this known in a statement in Okwa. Ikanga said that on June 12, police operative attached to Azambulu Division rescued the children between the ages of 3 and 5. He said that during the operation, the operative arrested one Daniel Oyedike, male, 19, and Ikechi Onowa, female, 25, at Okponu Oba in Delhi South local government area. The Armed Forces of Nigeria says it's intensifying efforts in executing meticulously planned strategic operations that will effectively disseminate potential threats and uphold peace within the borders. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Moses Kenge, made this known while addressing journalists on the operational activities of the Armed Forces in Abuja. Over now to Kike Lomo Okere's report.
The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kenge, reaffirmed the unwavering commitment of the armed forces to fostering a climate of safety and security that transcend all regions of diverse nations through proactive measures and vigilant monitoring. He added that in the week under review, scores of terrorists comprising adult males and females as well as children surrendered to troops as operational tempo heightened up during the week.
Operation Delta Safe, fuel oil theft, worth over 146,614,380 naira only. The breakdown indicates that 142,960 liters of stolen crude oil, 39,175 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil, and 29,500 liters of dual-purpose kerosene.
In the South-South zone, the director reveals that troops of Operation Delta Safe sustained operational tempo against crude oil thieves and other criminals in the Niger Delta during the week under review and destroyed lots of illegal refining sites.
3 kidnapped victims were rescued. The troops also recovered arms and ammunition, as well as improvised explosive devices making materials. Motorcycles, vehicles, among others, were also recovered. Terrorist camp and equipment were burned in situ. The troops also arrested 5 terrorist logistics suppliers, collaborators, and a Chinese national claiming to be a miner during a well-coordinated operations conducted in Kukawa and Gala local government areas of Borno State.
The military high command, however, solicits for cooperation of the populace in line with the non-kinetic operations in a collective effort to safeguard the nation. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
Thank you, Kike, for that report. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons and the Defense Intelligence Agency have busted a transnational organized human trafficking syndicate and arrested 3 suspects. This was disclosed in a statement issued by NAPTIP press officer Vincent Adekoya in Abuja. The operative says that 20 victims trafficked from the Republic of Equatorial Guinea and Togo to Nigeria for various forms of labor exploitation were rescued. They added that the arrested suspects are believed to be members of an organized criminal network operating in Nigeria. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, Taraba partners the campaign on construction on 5 new tourist attractions. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Do you know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world?
Download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to watch global television real-time from around the world. What are you waiting for?
Start downloading and stay connected to global television.
You are welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Midday News on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In business now, the Director of Energy Scrutiny in Office of the National Security Advisor, Ojikayo Flag Amachire, has warned against illegal bunkering activities, emphasizing that anyone found guilty of such acts will be persecuted and imprisoned, no matter how highly placed. Flag Amachire, represented by young Harry Amakiri, noted that the Office of the National Security Council has already prosecuted over 100 individuals involved in oil bunkering activities and pipeline vandalism. Flag Amachiri stated this during the monthly stakeholders meeting convened by the Management of Pipeline Infrastructure Nigerian Limited in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Amidst the rising spate of food insecurity in the country, the Federal Government of Agriculture and Food Security has announced plans to hold a solemn prayer session. An internal memo signed by the Director of Human Resource Management, Adedayo Modupe, invited staff members to participate in a series of solemn prayer sessions aimed at seeking divine guidance and protection as the ministry supports the government's effort to achieve national food security. Meanwhile, another memo signed by the director indicated that the prayer session, scheduled to commence on Monday, has been postponed till further notice. Taraba State Governor Dr. Agbo Kefas has signified a new dawn for tourism development and promotion in the state, as he is partnering with the founder and president of La Campaign Tropicana Beach Resort and Motherland Bokuns Otumba Wanle Akimboye to transform the tourism landscape of the state. This vision will see the construction of 5 new tourist attraction sites, with work commencing already on 2 sites. Arrival of 5 million tourists is projected for 5 years. Akimboye is leading a team of engineers and experts from Trinidad and to work on the project site. Besides, the state government has also released 790 hectares of land to La Campaign Motherland Bokuns as part of this bold move to transform the latent potential of the state into economic haven for the people. In foreign news, an Indian police source said on Saturday that 279 bodies have been recovered from the site where a passenger jet crashed into a residential district of the city of Ahmedabad. The reverse toll from the senior officer in the city, who requested anonymity in order to speak to the media, raises an earlier figure of 265. The increase makes it one of the deadliest plane disasters of the 21st century. Air India said there were 242 people on board the flight bound for London's Gatwick Airport, only one of whom survived. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says the United Kingdom is establishing the fact of a British passenger who was the sole survivor of an Air Indian flight that crashed after takeoff from the Ahmedabad. The Prime Minister said this in a short statement at 10 Downing Street. This thick black puffs of alleged smoke towered high above India's airport on Thursday after London-bound passenger jets with 242 people aboard crashed shortly after takeoff. At least 11 people have died and several are still missing after a flood hit San Antonio, Texas. The severe storms forced cars off roads, pushing some drivers into a creek. The San Antonio Fire Department said rescuers were searching for at least 4 people missing in the floods. Officials said the death toll may change and their search and recovery efforts will take days. And finally, on sports, the 2025-26 Nigerian Premier League season will kick off on Friday, August 22nd, 2025. The league body has announced. Chairman of MPFL Board, Benga Elegwale, made this known at the Nigerian Football Federation headquarters in Abuja. The announcement is expected to be followed by the release of full fixtures for the upcoming season, even as the Nigerian top flights organizers are still awaiting the 4 promoted teams from the Nigerian National League, the country's second division. Former AC Milan and Napoli manager Gennaro Gattuso is on the verge of being appointed as the new head of coach of the Italian national team, according to transfer experts Ferranze Romano. Romano reported that an agreement is expected to be finalized in the coming days, with only final details left before the deal is completed. Gattuso, known for his fiery playing style and passionate marginal approach, is poised to succeed Luciano Spalletti, with the Italian Football Federation set to confirm the appointment once talks are concluded. Now that's it on Global TV Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.